So, excuse the messy garage, but this is our Farmall A 1941. When I bought it, I was told it was a 52, but it's actually a 41, according to the serial number. I bought the tractor knowing that it had no spark, so that's going to be the big thing that we're going to look at changing, or not changing, but fixing. But I recently picked up all the stuff, well, not all the stuff, but the stuff that I think should be changed, and at least a good starting starting point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the hood off, the exhaust and that off. The previous owner hooked up this external coil when he was trying to figure it out. So I'm going to pull that off. So this is the original magneto coil, and everything's in here. And this is the 12-volt coil that the previous owner put on. So I'm going to take this off, take this hood off, and we'll see what what everything looks like. We'll replace. I got the dew points, distributor cap, rotor button. I'll pull all the plugs out, check those over, clean them up, and if they look like they should be replaced, I'll replace them. But other than that, that's what we're gonna do. Get that all geared up. I see this a wire here going to that coil, which I'm assuming was for grounding the coil, and that's how obviously you turn it on and shut it off. So we'll make sure that's all set up proper. I ordered a shop manual for it, and unfortunately that won't be here till Wednesday. So kind of just gonna fly by the seat of my pants for now until that comes in. But yeah, like I said, we'll pull this all off, and we're also going to go through, check everything for play, check all of our fluids. We'll probably empty most of the fluids out and redo them, just because why not. We'll also change the oil, hit all the grease zerks, make sure everything's greased up, ready to go. I bought a new battery for it, 6-volt battery. We'll put that in. There's no battery tray for it, so I'm going to have to make one for it at some point, but I'll just get it on there, maybe some bungee cords or something, just to be able to try it. And then if I can get her running, I want to take her for a drive around the yard. Go through, make sure all the tires are pumped up and all that, make sure they're going to hold air. So first thing we'll do is start getting that hood off. Isn't the greatest, so that'll be something to upgrade. Make sure there's no hornet's nests up there. We need a 1/2-inch wrench. Is that nut in there? A little toolbox. It's going to be our spot to hold our nuts and bolts. Cobwebs and everything. Okay then. Spring just let go pretty good, I guess. Now, how does this all come off? That looks like it just turns out of there. Yep. Yeah. Do some cleaning up on that. Now this. Not exactly sure how that'll come up. That'll just turn off there too. Look at. I have to grab a strap or something for that. There we go. Ish. Okay. Leave that there for now. Must be something with a clip or something on it, maybe. But we'll find out. Over here. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. And off. Put this over there on the floor. Move it away. There's a muffler clamp on there. We'll have to get a new one of them. So that one's not all rusted. Just put that there. All right. We'll pull one of the plugs out and check that out since we're at that point. Well, not at that point, but they're fairly accessible. Where is back there? There, now we can get all the way around. Look at that. All right. One. Well, oddly enough, that spark plug's loose. I think would be a good reason why she wasn't getting spark. Yeah, they're gummed up a little bit, but 7/8. I'll be damned. So I'm going to go ahead and pull all these plugs, clean them up, and then I'll make sure they're all gapped properly. And once I'll come back once I have the You ready to put the distributor cap, rotor button, points all in there? We'll do that, and then we'll go from there. All right, so I pulled all 4 plugs out. Number 1 cylinder plug was actually in there loose. I pulled it out by hand. So I took all of them out, cleaned them all up. They're a little bit dirty, but shouldn't have been dirty enough that they weren't going to work. But I cleaned them all up, gapped them all, made sure all the gap was good. Only 2 of them had to have adjustments on the gaps. So I got that done. Now we're going to pop off the distributor cap, and we'll replace the distributor cap and the rotor button and the points. We get all that new in there. So we're going to do that now. 1, 2. Yeah, she's wore in there pretty good. That could be part of the issue too. But we'll grab the new cap and we'll put those on where they're supposed to be. So the distributor cap and the rotor button are definitely different. Well, dig a little deeper in, I guess. Well, we'll put her back the way it is, and worst case, we just check everything for spark. Well, we'll put that rotor button distributor cap back on. Now, figure out how the condenser hooks up, because that's not hooked up to anything right now. At least I'll be able to see if there's spark going or not, because that'll rule out the spark. That's wore out a bit, but I don't think it'd be enough to cause it not to go. But hey, what do I know, right? I got this, which went to the other coil. I got this, which I'm assuming grounds it out. I gotta figure out where they go to. So I'm gonna do a little research, and then I'll be back. Try and figure this out a bit. Alright, so I kind of just went ahead and speaking with a guy down in central Alabama off of yesterday Tractors Forum, and he told me what to do. So basically, I had to take the distributor magneto off, take everything apart, clean it all up. I had to hook it back up because the previous owner had disconnected the coil inside, and cleaned everything up, cleaned the points up really good, and then put it all back together and bench tested it. And basically the bench tested, just put a spark plug in one of the wires and held it against the vise and spun the back with the impact gun. You see the impact gun there. Sorry for the garbage. I'm cleaning up in the garage a bit as I'm doing this. Anyway, and when I spun it, I got spark. So I'm going to time it back to the engine, put it back in, and then once that's done, we'll put the battery in and see if we can get her started. So I'll come back just before I go to start her up. Put back on. Tried it on the tractor. We didn't have spark. So then I took it apart some more. Or took it back apart and adjusted the points. Come to find out the points gap wasn't correct. So I adjusted that and we have spark. So this line here is the shutdown. This is how you shut the tractor off. There's a push-pull switch in the dash that you just pulled out to start, and when you push it in, it grounds out and sends a ground signal through here, which shuts the coil down. So all that's fine. Other than that, but I still can't get it to start. So we get around here. I ended up draining all the fuel out and got a new fuel sediment bowl for it, because the old one that was on it, I forgot to shut it one night and found out it was leaking. So I got a new one, put that on, and apparently this one leaks a little bit too. Anyway, so in doing that, I didn't like the looks of the fuel lines, so I got those off, and I'm making up a new set of fuel lines for it. And then I'm going to fill it back with fuel, and I'm actually going to put 12 volt starter on it, or 12 volt battery onto it. The generator's not hooked up right now, but I'm going to put a 12 volt battery on to spin over a little quicker to see if maybe that could be where it hasn't run in so long. If maybe that's part of the issue, it just needs to be run at a higher voltage just to get that initial start. So I'm going to do that over the next day or two, and then we'll see what happens. So I've just been at it here and there while it's been raining outside and when I've been out tinkering around. So the plan is, once I get it started and running, I'm going to test the sickle bar mower out to make sure that that all works properly. And I'm actually going to take the sickle bar mower, set completely off it, clean everything up, repaint it, and then put it back on, make sure everything works so it's ready to go for the spring. Still trying to source a plow set for it so I can plow the driveway this year with it. So that's still an in progress thing. But once big thing is getting started and making sure sickle bar mower and all that works. Then once that's done, I'm going to take it back outside and then bring in some other stuff and get it all cleaned up and ready to go, because come springtime I want to make sure everything's good to go, everything works, so that way we can get the hay in probably June, I'm hoping, and we can get some hay made. So that's the update where we're at with this. Once I get all that done, I'll put that all into another video, because this one should be getting pretty long now. So we'll see what we can do, and hopefully we can get her going. And once we get it running and all that and everything's working, I'm going to empty all the fluids out and put all new fluids in. That way we're starting the year off with all new fluids. I also got a shifter knob for it, because I don't like it not having a shifter knob onto it. This is the dash I was talking about here, and there's the push-pull switch. So I think I'm going to get a new one of those. I spoke with the dealer. They're going to take the old parts back, and I'll get the right parts. They've found the right parts. So I'll get them and replace all those, just so we got all new stuff starting out. Because even though the stuff works now, I'd hate to be in the middle of a haying job or something and it stop working. So, but yeah, we're going to get her all cleaned up. The plow gear, or the sickle bar mower anyway, cleaned up, ready to go. And I'm hoping I can get the tractor cleaned up and repainted at some point in the spring. It's all going to depend on time and weather and all that. So I'm also going to see if I can I don't know if I can, because it's bent in that way. I want to see if I can turn it 90 degrees this way, because where it's at, it's a real pain. It just keeps bumping into me. So see what we can do there, and then we'll go from there, because we'll do our first cutting around here. We got 2.5 acres out by the highway. That's not anything right now. There's a few trees growed up through it. We'll clear all that out, plow that out, leveled off, plant grass seed so we get some decent hay. And over our yard, where Shelby wants for the kids to play, it's a fairly decent size area there. We're going to let that grow up until June-ish, and then we'll cut that first cutting. We'll take the hay off that, and then she'll just mow it the rest of the year for a place for the kids to play. So thanks.